The Sentai Review, episode 164, Turtle Power.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Bill.
Dude.
Bill in a half shell. What the fuck?
At work to be a big time office first shifter and shit, and I'm all alone on second.
Yeah. What's that like?
I love how he hasn't noticed yet.
I noticed it. Yes, I did. I was talking to a guy.
What are the Sentai Review people?
Talking to a dude at work, and he was wearing a turtle shirt. I'm like, so I got to ask, who's your favorite turtle? And there's only one right answer. He's like, Raph. I'm like, correct.
He said, yo, Jimbo. And Shane said, oh, fuck, this dude is hardcore.
Shit. He knows more than I do. Fuck.
So, welcome. It is another Wednesday for you. It is another Saturday for us. And we're back in a tiny room. So, with all the
knickknacks on the wall.
Some of the sound quality will go up a bit. We've been recording in a bigger living room. This actually helps some of the sound quality, so hopefully we'll get a little bit more out of it. Not that our quality ever dips badly anymore.
Except when it's just me and Scott, and it's just like, golf commentary on porn.
We used to have some really bad quality.
And
well, we also
used to
film on a cell phone in the middle of the table.
He comes right in your mouth.
Our fourth sound setup ever was a Wii U microphone that I rewired so that it was omnidirectional, basically.
Yep.
And I just set it in the middle of the room, and we sat around it in a circle.
Yeah.
That was
good.
Those
were the days, man.
Shit, those were the days. I still remember when we sat around a fucking card table in the corner of a room.
Said that.
That one was fun.
Not gonna lie, kind of miss it sometimes.
Gotta miss it sometimes.
I miss just putting the mic in the middle. And
Mike,
be like,
it was a cell phone.
Well, no, the mic.
He liked
the directional mic.
Well, yeah, after
with
that.
the fucking tripod, the stand.
Yeah, we had the
Stick
mic
it there.
boom.
Yeah.
Stick it there, and we just talked. I miss those days.
Yeah, me too, because I can actually see everybody. It kind of sucks. Like, I'm happy we're back in this room.
A little bit.
Look,
I was missing it.
chair
I was
back.
missing it. Nothing against Jeremy's place.
Well, the room,
I was just missing
the room
this.
helps the focus zoom in. There's nothing else really except for all the stuff. There's nothing else really
Right.
to distract.
Well,
There's
Like,
nothing
let's
to
be
distract
real.
us, except
We
for
really
all the
there's not a lot of
distractions.
movement here.
well, a lot
Except
of
for
times,
the shelf of Wonder Woman shit and the shelf of fucking Star Trek shit and the shit that like.
but in the living room, there's a lot of ESO playing in front of you.
Yeah.
And things like that. And that's where,
I got distracted last time.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Turtles.
it's about time that we talked about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
We're
for
creepy.
specifically one major reason.
We're creeping into the turtle review here.
Saban decided to add the Ninja Turtles to space. That means that the Ninja Turtles are canon to the Saban universe. And technically speaking, everything that I've looked up and everybody I've talked to has told me the same thing. What is going on here is that technically speaking, the first three movies happened kind of. So they happened, but not exactly the same way that they happened, and now we're moving into the new Turtles, because the Turtles that you see in the next mutation are about to be like 19 or whatever. There's a comment made in the first episode by Splinter. You are all about to be, he says, like, you're about to be like 18 or 19 or something like that. So, in case you don't know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles start at about 14 or 15. That's where their legacy is supposed to be. So the first movie, they're all supposed to be about 14 or 15. They're young teenage turtles.
What happens if they become adults? Did we change it to
They
adult
become
Ninja
the
Turtles?
Ninja Turtles.
Okay, Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
And there are some books just referenced as Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure.
So yes, that is a thing. So, in order to do this, we have to kind of creep in.
We
In
also
order
have
to
to do
creep
introductions.
in order to creep in, we have to. I'm not even done with the fucking intro. In order to creep in, there's only one way to do it. We have to talk about, just like everything else we've talked about,
We have to follow the formula we laid down.
Their costumes.
Yep.
We have to talk about the way the Turtles have looked over the years. When they've looked good, when they've looked bad, so on and so forth, and animated projects. And we're not going to be able to cover everything.
Yeah, I did not go and search for everything.
Well, okay, me and Scott had a conversation, and I helped him come up with a list of what we believe the major talking points are for the Ninja Turtles, where we should be talking about in their legacy, where they changed the most, where they really made impacts, and so on and so forth.
And yes, I did get some shit. Some.
And there's some shit in the Turtle legacy we will be looking
So
at.
Not all the shit. Some.
Okay, some shit.
So what you're saying is we might have stuff that makes the list.
Probably.
By might, I mean
More than
almost
likely.
indefinitely.
Shit, good thing we haven't started yet.
I spared you. Unless he went over my head, I spared you the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles CGI weird fucking thing that came out.
Scott, please tell me you went over.
Talking about the new stuff?
TMNT and the new Turtles movies are CGI, but no, there was a project before where bulky, ugly,
I didn't grab
fucking
that.
Damn it!
anamorphical, weird fat turtles.
I think
came
that was before
out.
their. It was before their 2003 cartoon series
I
that they
spared
started
you
production on that stuff.
That is not something we will be discussing, though it did exist. And for those of you that were looking forward to us talking about it, we'll just say it was ass. And we'll just be able to move on without ever even having to look at it.
Seth, prepare for the ass ratings.
I don't want a 2 point. Anyway.
Reploid Bill, William Bush.
Seth Lovelsario.
Scott Action Jackson.
Shane McCree, Proto Guy.
Nick Bennett, the Lone Paladin.
Hey guys, I know you're about to get your podcast on, so I'll be quick. If at any time you feel like dropping your own opinion into what we're talking about, head on over to fandomnight.com, and all of the contact information for every single one of our shows, including the one you're about to watch, is there. All right, guys, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, there isn't a proto-din anymore.
Okay, here we are. First thing we're going to go over is the original comic books. Do-do-ba-doo, this button and this one too. Holy crap, there they are. That is the first image you will see, the Eastman and Layers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was it. That starts your legacy.
What year was this, Bill?
1984, I think.
It was, yes, it was in the 80s. I cannot remember exactly.
It was around almost mid 80s. So.
By the way,
the
for
cartoon
anybody-
is like 87, and this book had already run for a little while before the cartoon. And the cartoon, the book led to the toys led into the cartoon at about the exact same time, and then the movies and the yada yada.
That's why I feel like it's 84. I have a good feeling about it.
Right. And for anybody who's listening on the podcast, you've seen this image before if you played the original NES Turtles game.
No.
No, that image is taken from a comic book, but it's not exactly this. This has been,
but you know
this
what
has
I
been
mean,
gimmicked many times, though. In fact,
It still kind of is today. So.
most recently, this image is the last image you see in the Nickelodeon Turtles introduction. When they do the intro music for the new, well, not new now, but the Teenage Mutant Nickelodeon Turtles. When that song ends, they're all on the rooftop and they strike that pose at the very end of that intro.
And then this was also, I think, towards the actual end of the Turtles Forever special too. So
I think so.
These turtles are the ones that you need.
Oh, and this is the image that you will see in that Turtles Forever when the Turtles first show up. The black and white crazy turtles that show
narrating
up.
their
These
own
are the
moves and stuff.
These are the turtles that you needed to know each one's personality, and you can tell the difference between by their weapons because they all wore red
Yes.
masks. They did not have their
when they were in color until the recolor that happened, because there was a process where they took all these books back and recolored them and changed the masks, which I don't like that. In the original Turtles, they all wore red. There was a reason behind that. Next. There it is. That's the first image that opened the comic book right there. And it was a very noir, Daredevil-esque type of idea where they narrated their own shit, like Leo kind of talked to himself during the
monologuing.
Fight. There was a lot of monologuing, craziness. These guys were rough, but they were supposed to be. They weren't even supposed to be. You might say that maybe it's drawn weird. They were small, actually. They were smaller than April. Nowadays, they're all bigger than April. Way bigger than April if you go by the
Michael
movies.
Bay.
But
They're fucking enormous.
they originally were not. They were small because they were still kids, technically, even though we don't know what their lifespans are because they're turtles.
Mutated turtles.
And
Yes.
because of their
Turtles
mutated,
are
their
not
lifespan
big
could have
animals.
increased.
They were only supposed to be like 5 foot or something like that.
Well,
That's
Donnie,
it.
I always feel like Donnie was the tallest. This picture kind of shows it maybe a little bit, that he does seem like he's the tallest guy in the back. I know that Mikey
also
was
might
always
not be
small,
bending his knees as much as
Mikey
the
is
others.
always the
and
smallest
Donnie
of the turtles.
was always like taller.
Raph is the widest of the turtles.
And then leanest is Leo.
Yes, that's more than likely true. But skinny, usually Don, especially nowadays, is depicted as kind of skinny.
And taller.
He's tall and skinny.
Yep.
Yes.
He's like the Luigi of the group.
I actually love this image. Even still today, even all these years later, I've never not liked this image. There's just something really dark and crazy about
look
it.
at Mikey for a second, man. He looks ferocious.
Even Mikey looks mean.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that dude barely has a mean bone in his body.
That dude's too busy hanging out, riding on skateboards, and eating pizza.
Next, that was
Dude,
the rat.
Splinter looks awesome.
Splinter looks cool.
You're looking now. This is the comic book, so that is a rat. It was not Yoshi that became a rat. This was the pet that became a man.
Okay.
Next. And there's that
There's it.
classic cover that they stole from Eastman and Laird to make our Ninja Turtles
So
game.
NES game.
They dealt with Krang in here because you can tell because of the
I believe
Utrons.
they were called the Umtrons or
Yeah,
something.
Isn't
yeah
that
the
what-
Utrons probably carried over with the name. They probably try to carry over as many names as they can throughout the cartoon series.
No, the first cartoon was very quick to just dismiss anything that could be continuity and just make up its own crap.
Yeah.
Like, there was Krang, and he was the only one.
Krang.
Yeah, and he was Krang. And then later on, they kind of, like...
A body. I just want a body. Okay, gay Krang.
The newest ones, or not the newest ones, I can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon Turtles that I gave a shit about...
There you go.
I think it's 2014.
Yeah, those turtles were way quicker to talk about the continuity of the comic book, but still talk about the They did like a blend where they said, this is what people know, this is what's real, now they're not the Utrons or whatever, they're just all going to be called the Krang.
Yeah.
And so they're back to being a giant race, but now they're just called the Krang, and then there is Krang, played by Roseanne,
Yep.
which is amazing, by the way.
And of course, at least they brought back the original villains that they
Kinda-
fought. Purple Dragon.
Kind of wish.
And the red bandanas were important. The idea was that if these guys struck you in an alleyway, it would look like you were fighting one or two. And then by the time something hit you from the side of the face and you lost contact and your eyes didn't no longer see the other one, whatever was standing in front of you would then once again have a different weapon and a different fighting style. And they could slip in and out easily without you ever noticing that you were fighting four of them, all four fighting styles, all four different weapons, and impossible to tell the difference unless you knew them.
Yep.
And if they switch their weapons themselves, too. So.
And they could do that.
Yeah.
And the comic books were famous for throwing in other weird, crazy weapons where the turtles would use guns, sais, swords, bow staffs, like double-sided lances, anything they had ready.
Kind of wish comics were $1.50 now.
Man, that'd be nice, huh?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it would.
Shit, I might be able to start picking them up again.
Shit, I might actually start.
Man,
only,
once you
I'm
start
only
doing
about-
that, it gets difficult.
Look, I'm only about 2 or 3 or 400 issues back on Spawn.
Yeah.
I could I could drop a couple pennies.
It's an overnight
Hey,
read.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, how many
No.
many issues of Iron Man and Captain America and fucking
How many thousands?
Green Lantern and Doctor Strange am I behind on now?
Oh, about
A decade?
Yes.
Exactly.
he had put more than a decade on that.
I
Next,
think the last Doctor Strange thing I read was the Essentials Book 4.
this was the one shot where Raphael fought crazy Casey Jones.
Dude, Casey looks awesome.
Dude, he was awesome. He had some
Unstable as
psychological
shit.
problems.
He sat in a room and he had like
It's like 4 TVs.
4 TVs all on different news. You know,
He's watching Dirty Harry,
Yeah.
a news report, some action kung fu movie, and another news report.
Yep.
That way, so he can, he's trying to...
While he's sitting there fucking curling, just got himself like a 50-pound weight just doing fucking bicep curls. Just, yeah, fuck him. Yeah, kill that guy. Yeah, get him. Nah, screw those people.
Like he'll be listening and they'll be like, so-and-so caught, so-and-so child disappeared at yada yada. Search is still, and he's like, I'll find her. And then there's another guy, you hear like a scream on the TV and he's like, that's the fate of scum. Kill them all. And like, it's just, he's out there, man. He's completely wild.
And he's a little more sane in the original movie.
Easily a little more. I don't even know if you put a little. You might be under exaggerating.
Yeah. They've never been able to get him right on film.
He was like
in the original movies. That was the closest we've got.
It's kind of like how Batman, the only Batman that really dealt with what Batman is kind of the Tim Burton films. Like, Batman is psychologically broken. He's probably just as bad as the Joker. In some cases, worse, except for the fact that he won't kill somebody.
Well, that's why you said...
Which is also a lie, by the way.
Won't
Bill,
kill.
That's why you said you liked Michael Keaton as Batman, because he actually...
Ben
understood the
Affleck
role.
broke that shit.
I was about to say, Affleck actually
Keaton
doing
actually-
detective
The comics
work.
broke that shit.
I was
The
gonna say,
comics were killing
broke
people.
that shit. Look at how many people he blew up by throwing their own dynamite back at him.
The only Batman that I know of, and nowadays they push it real hard, like Batman doesn't kill. That's bullshit. He does too. He doesn't
Even
do
if it's
it,
an accident,
he
it's
doesn't
still
do
killing.
It, yeah. He just doesn't blatantly kill.
No,
But
he
there's-
doesn't like jump down there and the first thing he wants to do is break that dude's neck. No, if he kills collateral damage.
Yeah.
He
That's the
jumps
kind
out
of
there and
killing he
punches
does.
That guy in the face so hard he is rendered unconscious.
Everybody just knows.
But he's dead.
Everybody knows the Nolan Batman. A lot of people know their Batman or their superheroes from shows and movies. And movie-wise, Nolan is the biggest trilogy. It's the one that's got the most attention, and Batman doesn't kill.
Harvey, Dad, can we trust you?
That's pretty good, actually. That was really good.
He's the one that I used to let talk after I'd be like, so Batman did this, or
He's sleeping. But yeah, he's not sleeping. He's taking a nap. Just like my parents.
It was Bale that started that whole, you gotta have a raspy voice.
Yes, but then you
He's
just need
sleeping,
Tim
he's taking
Hardy
a nap.
or Tom Hardy to show up and be like, "Oh yes, Batman."
Oh, yes. No, there's no Spider-Man in this movie.
Oh, where's Spider-Man? Oh, that's the wrong universe. Where the fuck are you?
where the fuck are you?
Thanos. You think the mutation is your ally?
Well, you're right, because you've survived quite a bit.
Somehow it actually worked.
Like, this was good. It really was. The
know
fight
if that
between
got
these two
picked up
guys
or
is
not.
crazy.
We'll see.
To be fair,
There
dude.
were some spikes.
To be fair, anytime I hear Bane talk now, it has to be that now. That trilogy, that movie ruined it for me.
Yep.
It ruined it for me. Tom Hardy ruined Bane for me because now when he talks in the comic, I picture that.
You don't hear
ruined
weird
Bane for
luchador
me-
man anymore.
Yeah. No, what ruined Bane for me was fucking Hollywood Babylon and all the other fucking shit Kevin Smith was doing where he was doing Bane. Like Bane as a comedian.
Okay, that ends that. So there were the original Turtles. So where are you guys at?
3.5.
Throwing out 6 scores at the same time. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's right.
Sons
Fuck
of
you,
bitches.
buddy. He's back.
I like them. I think they're neat. I mean, they're very
4.3.
OG, man. They're OG.
4.
I like the concept of the red bandanas.
I'm at a 4.5. I think that they hit the ground running. This design never really needed a touch-up.
Right. 4.06 for the OG.
God, I feel like the hater of the group.
Here we are. These were the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh
Turtles
shit!
toy
I
line.
forgot that
Oh,
each
shit,
turtle
the
also had a different shade of green,
That was added later on. See, the
Yeah.
original comics are in black and white.
so you couldn't tell anyway.
Yeah.
So only the covers had color, and
like-
then it was whatever green happened to be
'cause like-
handy because
Yeah.
they had no money. Mirage Studios was this room.
Yep.
It was it. They didn't have anything. They had a living room, so they were like, here's 2 drawing boards. Here's a
Didn't they have to borrow
chalkboard.
money just to get started?
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, they borrowed money from their uncle.
And they kept borrowing money just to get their first comic out.
Because they had to
Yep.
print it out and send it and everything. So they borrowed. Basically, they waited till tax time and borrowed the money that somebody would part with. And they were like, "Let's do this. It's our dream. One time out the door. Thank God." They did it, and then they had to call themselves. And they weren't actually a studio, so it was like a dream, a mirage. They called themselves Mirage Studio. That's where that came from.
Yep.
And then the next thing you knew, people were calling saying, "Hey, we need more of issue 1." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, we need more printings of issue 1. It's sold out." So they were like, "Oh, that's awesome." So they got some money. They got another printing. They sent it out, and they got a phone call ways later saying, "Where the hell is issue 2?" And they're like, "There isn't such a thing." Wait, you want that? That's how Turtles happened.
Yep.
And when these guys happened, these Turtles are based on the comic book, not the cartoon.
Yep.
Because the deal was, hey, we got a comic, we like some toys. Playmate said, well, we can do toys, that's fine. But do you have a cartoon show? Because toys, they don't sell without
A
cartoon. And they're like, no, we don't. We'd never imagined such a thing. Like, we're two guys in a living room calling it a studio. Like, we're not even an actual business. And they were like, well, you need to be a business, and we'll do toys. But
You got to get us a cartoon show.
yeah, you have to get us a cartoon show. So then it became figuring out who was going to do the cartoon, and then these guys actually made the toys, and this is it. This line, though, of toys, the reason it was so awesome was because these were for the comic book. But when we were kids, we didn't know that.
Because it was around the time of the cartoon series.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, I always liked that they had a different shade of green. You know, and like I said, these are for people that really don't know them. Like, you can tell each turtle by their personality. It's not hard.
Right.
You know, the weapons make it a little easier. And then the different shade. But I understand the red bandanas that was cool. But I kind of like the fact that they each got their own color to stand out just a little bit more.
They did that in the first episode, if I remember right. Like the first episode of the cartoon show, they like show something in the backstory where he gives them all different bandanas or something.
And Raph stayed with the original.
Yeah.
He stayed with the original red. The other three of
But
them
Raph also, written into his character, he doesn't let things go. If you remember, in the TMNT movie, he was pissed because they were no longer what they were. And he tried to continue what they were without Leo's leadership, and the whole thing fell apart, and he basically was running as a vigilante.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Leo coming back that kind of woke Raph up and put the brothers back together. And
after they had their fight.
yes.
Yeah.
And that could be written into his character nowadays through retconning that he stayed in red because he doesn't let go of those ideals. He wants life to be where it is.
And then,
I don't like change.
and Mike's
Dollar bills only.
The only thing, Mikey's color throws me off a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just does.
Now these turtles were pretty much all the same size.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was
Donnie-
just it
Donnie
was
was small.
they all had their
It's 'cause of
action
the way
pose.
his knees are bent.
Yeah.
They're 80s toys, very built on the He-Man concept, very little actual movement. They're
You don't have
smaller 8-inch figures behind you. I have
Yeah.
all of them.
Literally behind you, Shane. They're next to your ass. There you
In
go.
front is the original Ninja Turtle design.
Yep.
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 Yep, that's it. Come on.
But then again,
Splinter,
they probably reproduce.
Oh my God, Splinter's tail is off.
too. So
These were remade almost immediately because of their heads.
Yep.
They had to be put back out almost as soon as this line launched. It sold out. There was a complaint. They relaunched the line with squishy heads.
Oh, I like what you did.
They were like a rubbery type of head.
Yep.
I like what you did. You put the original design
Yep.
up front.
Then I fall back throughout the That's
Hold
what
on a
that
second.
shelf is
Something's
for.
missing.
Yes.
You're missing Mikey.
Yes. He did not make the move. I don't know where he is.
Okay. Okay, because then you got the next set, and then you've got the ugly ones at the back.
Next. That was the original packaging. And yes, when they brought these back out about 5 years ago, they brought all of these back out. They brought them back out in that original packaging. There's a big nostalgia push.
Now you gotta find Mikey.
We used to have those in the store for a little bit.
yeah, I've never seen them in.
I guess you'll have to order it online.
Next.
to get your Mikey.
That's the original run right there. It was Bebop and Rocksteady.
Of course.
It was the 4 Turtles. It was Master Splinter, not naked. It was
Random foot soldier.
It was comic book Shredder, so he looked really strange and lanky and like
not threatening.
Not,
He doesn't look threatening.
He wasn't really threatening in the cartoon series.
In the cartoon, he was a baby.
And then the weird foot soldier, the misshapen monkey trooper.
Yep.
Can I be honest with you? That's more terrifying than the Shredder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously, Bebop and Rocksteady are more terrifying. That's a warthog and a rhino. Fuck, fuck that.
That's all they were.
Oh, we got to rate that too.
Guess we got to rate the toys, right?
Why not? This time we got color, and we got their colored bands and everything,
which has become a staple of the series since.
Guess what?
Yep.
4. Nothing changes. I like it.
I'm at a 4.
Yeah, I love the toys. I'll stick with a 4 on this one.
4 is a good number.
Compared to some of the other toys we have seen throughout the
they are a perfect toy. Peer pressure.
Do a 4 so it's even. I don't have to do math.
Do it 2 just to piss him off.
Quiet you.
Sure, we'll stick with the 4.
Damn it!
Yay, no math.
I'm actually surprised that he didn't have it rated way higher because he likes that generation of toys that came out of things like He-Man, and they're very much He-Man toys.
You a He-Man fan?
Turtle.
Good. I was Thundercats.
Good.
Right, but that's still the same thing.
I
That's
know.
how those toys were made back then.
I mean, if we were reviewing Thundercats toys, I'd be like 5.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is that's
but
the
you
design.
have to pick a 6.
Yeah.
In the 80s,
No,
in
we
the
only
80s,
get one of those.
That became a standard of all toys that came out. They all had the action pose. They didn't move very well. They were smaller, bulkier.
Yeah.
They were about 8 inches maybe. Like that was a standard. That was a standard design for the toys of their time.
This is the OG cartoon.
This was the 80s to 90s series.
Okay.
So here we are.
Shit. I remember this. God, I'm old.
Just to let you know, that intro only. They will never look that cool in the show.
Yep.
Ever.
I also dig how each of them have their first initial on their belt buckles.
Yeah, there was like they really wanted kids
to understand who was who.
This is
Franz Leonardo, the one with the blue bandana. What? The one with the katanas. What? The one with the L on his belt. Oh!
It's always been like that. I don't know what it is, but they always think that kids
When
are stupid.
did they give Mikey the dual nunchucks? I've been seeing him with single nunchucks, but he gets 2 pairs of nunchucks later on.
Probably
I
always
think in the
has
intro
them.
they gave him the 2.
Yeah, well,
I think, doesn't it always change between 1 and 2 nunchucks?
it seems
he
to.
He just randomly pulls out another pair.
Well, he mastered
It's
the
a
hardest
cartoon. You can
weapon.
pull
To
anything.
be fair, those nunchucks are not here to stay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of weird censoring shit, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It was decided that the nunchucks were too violent.
But the katanas
But
were
they
cool.
let the katana and the size.
Yeah, because they're never used.
Let's be real.
Yep.
He takes the katana out. He cuts through like a barrel or something that's coming at him, and like the Ninja Turtles faced the exact same pressures that like the Spider-Man show faced in the 90s. You are not allowed to throw punches. You are not allowed to land kicks. You are not allowed to collide violently. So they always like defeat the bad guys with like just weird crap.
Yeah,
they'd like throw the guy and he'd blow up, or
Bill.
they'd kick a barrel that was close and they'd trip over the barrel.
Bill, you forget this is the 80s. This is the start of everybody's favorite superpower, plot armor. I win because it's written in the script.
Well, no,
I'm Doom Guy.
That's fine, but no, it was the censorship that caused it. Like,
Right.
Raphael never stabs a guy or anything like that.
But here's the problem. I know that parents look at Donatello and I'm like, well, that's just a stick. I'm like, no, that's a fucking bow staff. You ever been hit with one of those? That fucking hurts.
Next.
You can kill...
And that's what they actually look like
Oh
in
my
the show.
God.
Yep.
That's what they look like when they are coming out of the shadows.
Oh, my God.
There's his nunchucks. He got
Mikey
both
looks
pairs.
so derpy.
Dude, they all look bad.
Yep.
They all look bad. It was just the way it was. Like, the animation was awful.
I love how he has like a weird kind of oval eye but it's like all cockeyed. Everyone else has circular eyes.
He's
got that
They're
one
sad eyes. They're sad eyes.
Look at Leo in the back. Leo's like, I don't even fucking care, man.
Are you kidding me? Donatello, his one eye is looking straight up and the other one's looking straight at you.
Stop doing that.
Well, Donnie also kind of looks like a weird turtle version of Homer Simpson to me right now.
Also,
so it's
none
all
of
right.
them.
Fair enough.
He also walks with his hands closed.
Yeah, I like Raph though. He's like, I'm gonna stab somebody.
Hey,
Next.
kids, want to see a dead body?
Oh, God. So there's
better.
that.
Tell him to lay off the donuts.
Yeah, they look fat to me.
No, they had to, because especially over in Europe, can't be the Ninja Turtles. They got to be the Hero Turtles.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotta go fast.
Ninja was not
Ninja
okay.
is evil.
Ninja was not okay.
Yeah.
They had to be changed to Hero Turtles. Next.
Grabbing a boob.
I like how.
Hold on a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't have nunchucks because it's too violent. But I can grab a titty.
No, you can't. This is an image that was snuck into the original Turtles in the first or second episode. It might have been the first episode where Mikey is about to untie the ropes. And as his hand goes down to untie the ropes, they snuck this in.
Yep.
Because this image just happens. Like, it stops there for 1 second, and she gives that face, and he's very obviously cupping her boob, and then the very next second, he's untying the ropes. That image is infamous, and it was hidden in the Turtles.
Well, let's look at this.
Grope the boobie.
You look at her. She looks so confused. She's like, I like it, but it's a turtle.
April's pulling the Me Too.
And Mikey's like, and to be fair, I'm just saying, Mikey's face, his eyes.
He's like, what is that thing?
It's like he doesn't know what a
It's
tit
so
is.
squishy.
He's like, oh
It's
my
like-
God.
Is that like super armor? Or, oh, that's.
Is this why you're stuck in the chair?
Well,
Because the ropes really aren't that
to
tight.
be fair, they can get you out of a lot of trouble.
Next. Oh,
Yes, trench coat
No,
turtles.
no.
When you must hide.
No. Only Raph can do it.
when you must hide.
Yes.
That is the ultimate disguise.
In New York.
And then when they occasionally had the weird masks
My
on
favorite
too.
part was when that dude was when Raph went across that fucking car, and the dude in the cab is like, "What was that?" And he's like, "Looked like a giant turtle." So where are you going?
They don't care.
Yeah, it's like a giant turtle.
Actually, the guy in the car is one of the turtles, isn't he?
I think.
Yeah,
I think it was
so,
the
yeah.
passenger. I think.
No, he was
No, that's what I mean. The passenger is one of the turtles.
passenger, I think he was the dude who actually does Leo, if memory serves.
Next.
Can't remember.
Ooh.
Fuck it. We'll talk about it when we get to the movies.
What the fuck is Donnie doing?
Donnie is going to hop over the table. Leo is about to do his ninja punch to the back of Michelangelo's head.
Raph is like, fuck it, I'm out of this.
Yeah, Raph's like, I'm leaving.
Raph is like, oh, there's about to be backhead
And
punch.
Master Splinter's
And
like, you're
Splinter's like,
interrupting my
"Oh."
soaps.
Yeah.
Down
And
in
Master
front.
Master
Down in
Splinter
front.
is trying to watch television in all of this madness.
Listen,
If I die, I'm going to kill you.
Do you know how
I got
hard-
one life left in Mario,
do you
motherfucker.
know how hard it is to get Days of Our Lives down in a sewer? Move away from Splinter's television.
Well, I mean, they did have to jack those.
Look at that. The rabbit ears. I need my soaps.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have to go as far as to actually put tinfoil over the motherfuckers, but
Next.
you know.
Oh, to be fair, Donnie will fix it.
Oh,
This was the 90s. It was reanimated, kind of like how our Batman series was reanimated for its last season. That kind of happened with the Ninja Turtles, too, after the first movie.
Okay, they look leaner. And they kind of look
They
leaner.
look a lot
Yes.
better.
They look better.
They do. No, hands down, they look better.
I always thought, and then a lot of people refer to this as like the Red Sky season or something, because you'll notice it's like they ran out of blue, so they just, the sky is always black or red. Like when you watch this last season, it's always really dark.
And this is before they decided to give them different shades of skin color, because they're all the same shade of green.
Yes, that was the toys that decided
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Next.
Getting ready to go whoop some ass.
with their bright colored weapons.
Yeah, those are like highly bright.
Mikey doesn't have a weapon.
They were deemed too violent, so he got a rope.
Yep.
A rope with a little hook at the end so he could grapple onto things.
Sorry, Nick was right. The nunchucks are too violent. I can stab with sword.
That's because Mikey served no purpose other than to hit people with nunchucks.
Which hurts.
No, I'm dead serious. So, but Leonardo was always like, oh, well, I'll cut a door. Ching! And then they get in the door, and then he puts the swords away, and then they fight.
Yep.
Well,
this series
And Raph uses the size to, like, climb buildings.
This series is plagued.
And parry stuff.
Yeah.
and
And
Tend
Donnie
to your
just
garden.
beats people with the stick.
This series is plagued by mass censorship.
that's retarded.
Yep.
A rope? That's
Yes.
so
With
dumb.
a
got a
little
rope.
hook on the end of it,
That's
which technically could be used to impale someone's throat.
Look, he's had a thing for ropes since April, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, if I have this and I tie up a lady, I can grab her boobie.
Next.
I don't blame him.
Pizza! No.
By the way, they ate the most awful pizzas in history.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
If you actually listen to what they order, they'll order like marshmallow and shrimp pizza.
Yep.
Like just the worst combinations you could possibly think of.
I try it. I'm weird. I'm
Try
weird.
it.
You
It's
got
not-
30 minutes,
Hey,
dude.
Bill, I'll try it for one reason. Because it's not pineapple.
Oh, I love pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, Hawaiian pizza is
Yeah, I
good.
forgot.
Pineapple
I'm sorry, dude.
and, ham.
I'm sorry. Marshmallows and shrimp. I'm sorry. I do it. I'm like,
I'd give
this
it a
is what the
shot.
turtles ate.
Yeah, I remember.
I would try some like the dessert ones. That
I
they
remember
tried.
one year they had it was like peanut butter and jelly something. Like where they just like slathered it in peanut butter and jelly. And the pizza always looks like that, so it's always bullshit. But they just call out random ingredients that almost never go together. They'll be like, let's eat peanut butter and banana pizza. And I'm like, oh, no, don't do that.
Well, but
Peanut
I
butter
try it,
bananas
But
are
the
all
thing
right.
is, Bill,
They're
they
good.
keep getting the same pizza, so they just obviously think they're making a prank call.
Yeah.
So they're just like, fuck it, we'll make them a
Basically,
Supreme.
they're like, so these guys ordered a
Well,
marshmallow
they
shrimp
made their
pizza.
own pizzas a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Just does
In the
something.
original series, they have like an oven in the little kitchen. They
I'm
just
not
make
gonna lie to you,
their
man.
pizza.
That pizza does not look appetizing.
Next.
Ooh.
See, now there's a shredder that looks like,
Krang!
God damn it, Krang.
And his techno drone.
Dude, I loved that thing.
It's a golf ball.
With an
Foot
eyeball on it.
soldiers,
Yeah.
Yep.
rock soldiers. There's foot soldiers, sad ass.
Ooh, the
things.
fly.
Oh, there's Leatherhead.
There's Baxter.
Mauser.
Stockman.
Yeah, Baxter.
Yeah,
Stockman.
Baxter
The
Stockman.
fly.
The fly. For a second, I thought Casey wasn't wearing any pants.
Yeah, me too.
April, when you look back at the 80s, April was designed like something out of a hentai. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Stupid banana raincoat wearing bitch.
I like how there's a pointless eye on top of the Technodrome.
No, it has a point.
It
It shoots
sees all.
lasers.
Yep.
It's looking for the ring, Shane.
Right.
And when it finds it, it will shoot a giant fucking laser at it.
And as long as it can just shoot straight or up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. It can't look down. 'Cause if it looked down, it would shoot part of the Technodrome, and that's bad, Kay.
Yeah, it is.
Next. That's them.
But there was
that
whiny,
was the series.
But there was whiny baby Shredder
series.
because he was a whiny baby.
Series is done. What are you at?
Really? Seriously?
The series of the we were basing it off what they look like.
The entirety of the stuff that we just saw, yeah, you're giving it a 1?
The last one looks when you get to the last seasons, it starts to look passable.
Yeah.
Why do you think it got a 1?
Beforehand,
I'm sorry, one season's designs doesn't make up for the rest of it. In my
I loved
opinion.
the Turtles when I was growing up. Don't
yeah,
misunderstand me.
yeah, I
But
did too.
going back to that series is really hard to do. It doesn't stand the test of time well unless you're hard into your nostalgia.
Oh, I was.
Like they don't really fight anything.
I mean, how many of you guys had a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fucking tricycle like I did?
The
I did.
storylines
Oh, yeah.
just seem
Can't
to
remember. I
happen.
think I did. I had a turtle van.
Oh yeah, I had a fucking turtle bike. I was huge into the turtles
Right,
growing up.
Right.
But that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's your childhood. Like
Yeah.
this cartoon did not stand the test of time.
Look,
the animation is atrocious.
Shane, let me put it to you this way. You remember my ex? She had a 2-year-old kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went out and we got him the Nickelodeon Turtles, like the 2013 Nickelodeon Turtles.
Yeah.
He loved that shit. One day, because we were in the car and he kept going, Turtles, 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 Turtles. She goes, okay, fine, and turns on the fucking that on YouTube. And he literally takes the phone like, yeah, turtles. And literally looks up from the phone like fucking Tommy Lee Jones from the newspaper and gives us this look like, the fuck is wrong with you? This is not what I wanted. We're like, that's Mommy and Daddy's turtles. And he's like,
well, Mommy and Daddy can keep their turtles.
yeah.
Your turtles suck!
Yeah, they kind of did. Look,
yeah, but our turtles
3.5.
got the second base.
I don't know. I'm still giving them a 3 because, again, that's what I grew up with. Didn't know about the comics and nothing, so to me, that's base. That's 3.
I think they get a 2.5. I think I grew up with them, but I think you have to be a fan of the Turtles to give a shit about that animation.
Here's the thing.
You cannot introduce somebody out of what exists today into that animation and say, watch this, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They'd see the first season and be like,
I don't know because technically Shredder, like all of his one-liners with "you dumb motherfuckers," like
if you want
that was amazing.
You might be able to laugh about it in a 1966 Batman type of way, but really, that animation is rough.
If I was a kid doing this podcast, it'd be different.
Right.
What I watched. But as an adult, looking at that,
I'll go with Bill 2.5.
Okay.
I can't give it. I'm sorry.
Well, it eventually stops, but it's a 4.17 technically.
How?
Okay.
Because it's a 4.16666666667.
But how did it?
Yeah, wait. How did we get to 4?
Who gave it a 5?
Nobody gave it that high. I gave it a 2.5. He gave it 2.5.
We got a 3.
You gave a 3.
We got
he
a
gave
3.5.
Okay, hold up. We have a 3. We have a 1. We have a 3.5. We have a 2.5 and a 2.5. Which becomes 12.5, and because I divided by 3, that's why.
I was going to say, that's not possible.
My bad!
It's a divide by 5, brah.
See what happens when we talk, when people do math? They just can't
basic
do it.
It's true.
You have
Shush.
to
You guys shut the fuck
Silence.
Okay, fine. 2.5. There we go.
2.5.
Okay.
See, I'm not the only person that suffers from that from time to time.
Now, are you ready,
No,
Shane?
it's because I had a long Saturday.
Are you ready, Shane?
I'm
The
ready.
joys of being a boss, dealing with people screaming in your fucking ear all day.
Years ago, there was an animated series. That animated series needed something to tag along with it. So they did the Adventures of the TMNT.
The Archie comics.
The Archie comics
And this is the comics I grew up with.
were a type of continuation of the show,
Dude.
where they have the belts and everything.
That's actually kind of cool.
First edition collector's issue.
That is misleading.
Yeah.
The cover always tends to look good. The inside of these books looked a lot like the show.
Wish comic books were $1.
Yes,
Yeah, that's true.
these were even cheaper.
My fucking God, at times have changed. You know how many books I can get when they're $1?
Next.
12.
I can catch up.
At this
Oh,
point.
look. That is what it actually looks like in those books.
And what's Tasmanian Mickey doing?
No. Tasmanian Mickey Goro. Because he has...
Oh shit, he just got 4 arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This was when the Turtles were thrown into an intergalactic wrestling show.
Yes, and there is a result that comes from it that follows most of the Archie comics from this point forward.
Which is in the bottom corner.
Okay,
That's
so
Raphael in the black.
And that costume stays around a while.
Yes, he will stay the black, weird-skinned, frickin' costume turtle for pretty much almost half of this run.
then who's wearing the red?
That's not Red. That's Donnie without his mask. That's Leo. That's Donnie. That's Mike. That's Raph.
So they're in an intergalactic wrestling competition,
Yes,
right?
they got thrown into an intergalactic wrestling competition.
I do not like you kick so high. I do not like it, samurai.
The weird thing is how they got taken there was by a cow head.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
For shit that's ridiculous, I can believe it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just laughing a little bit on the inside because that's definitely Archie Comics art style.
Right.
Because I used to read a lot of the Archie comics when I was younger. Because my grandparents down in Tennessee would have like books of that shit. So
Does that mean the Turtles are going to show up in the Riverdale on CW?
That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I watched that show. That would be
I was
sweet.
waiting
That would
for
be
you
sweet.
to be like, oh, fuck.
Dude, Archie could be like,
as far as you know, Raphael probably could have if he wore that.
So right now, Archie is hanging out with the 66 Batman in the comics presently.
Yep.
Because the 66 Batman is being handled, and they're in the same universe, and they're hanging out with Archie.
Yep.
They were surfing in the last issue.
So wait, you're telling me that 1966 Batman is going to sit down with Jughead and have some burgers? That is awesome.
No, Archie. Like Archie.
Just Archie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Where
Archie.
the fuck's
those
the rest
kids.
of them? Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Hanging out with...
Jughead was part of the Archie crew.
Well, sure.
Yeah, but...
He was the kid with the weird crown.
I don't read
but,
Archie books.
But they're all hanging out with fucking...
Yeah, but so was Veronica
Green
and
Hornet.
Betty.
Because if
They're
it's
part of the-
66 Batman, that means Green Hornet's
I'd say that's
there.
probably
so
next.
he could go eat burgers.
I only know about Archie from the TV show I'm watching.
Yeah, I don't read the comic. Next.
See, I read a lot
And
of
this
weird
one
shit
mirrors
as a
that
kid.
Casey Jones.
Yes, they tried to mirror it.
That's a chameleon.
But failed.
That's a chameleon.
Yeah, that's not Casey. That's
Right, they tried to mirror it.
But it's wrong!
Is that an unstable chameleon?
And no, this is what they can get away with in an Archie comic because they're not about to put crazy Casey in these books.
But that chameleon's got
This was basically for kids. This was a comic book line that toned it down a bit so that kids could read Turtles.
Yeah.
A bit.
a guy with a hockey stick, a chameleon with a gun. Tone it down. Tone it down.
Yeah, you think they ever
it's Metal Gear
land
Solid.
a shot with any gun ever in the whole history of the entire book?
But the fact that he's got a gun and Casey did have his
G.I. Joe has guns. They fight an international war across the street from one another, and nobody ever got hit.
Yeah.
Ever in the whole history.
Well, I'm sorry
show.
that's not the fucking military. I want protecting me.
Can't hit shit.
You know, we're just wasting bullets.
They had Stormtrooper syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if that war breaks out in real life, I'm immediately going to whatever factory makes bullets and retiring.
Yep.
But they used laser guns. So
All right,
that's fine.
I'll go to
Who makes
whatever
the guns?
factory.
Whoever makes the guns,
Who makes the battery packs that create those
Exactly.
lasers?
We go and make the energy cells for those
Yep.
motherfuckers.
And even then, Shane,
It's
just
the
'cause
ones
he
who
has
do
a
the
gun
flip
doesn't
and
mean
tear
it's not
batteries.
Metal
Or
Gear.
I'm gonna get a job either making parachutes or the jets that get blown up in every episode.
Yep.
Because every time a helicopter, a jet, or a one-man pod explodes, some guy with a parachute comes out.
Fucking
Nobody ever died in the whole fucking run.
Fucking-
Nobody even got a skin scar. Like
you'll be making those jets and stuff, and fucking Duke will walk up. Hey, Bill. What up, Duke?
Like-
Need another one?
Need another parachute, Duke? He's like, yeah, man, I ran out of the 400,000 that you sent us last fucking payload.
Well, it's a good thing I have a plenty in stock.
Oh,
I'll
we've
keep
been making 'em.
I keep making them. Dude, don't worry, you're paying for my retirement.
And my shoots never fail, by the way,
Yeah,
ever. And it's
ever.
never happened in the history of this war.
Never once has somebody jumped out Geronimo and the chute didn't open.
Next.
Or get shot to shit.
Oh, my Lord.
yeah.
Help that man.
Yeah, they actually try to reprint the Turtle comics in the smaller Classic Digest book.
Was this a
Dude,
Was
it
this-
looks like Raph is so fucking constipated. It's about to pop out his fucking eyeballs. Look, his eyes are even brown.
That's good.
I hate what they did to my favorite turtle.
I love what they did to your favorite turtle.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying what they did.
Look,
to your
look,
turtle.
they even tattooed his finger.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yep, he's got a tattoo.
1992.
Next.
Oh, but a comic book was
Yeah,
175 back then.
this is when I think IDW first tried the trade paperbacks of the issues.
At
the first
least they're
issues.
not cooked into it.
I'm about to fucking ask. We gave Turbo a lot of crap for being baked into a pizza. Did that actually happen?
Teenage Mutant
Because these
Ninja
are
Half
adventures,
Slice.
it was definitely an Archie comic thing.
If it's based off the cartoon, I think they were small enough to have
Yeah.
a giant pizza slice, but that's about it.
So Shredder was going to have himself some turtle pizza.
Hell yeah.
He
Why
usually
not?
talks about turtle soup more than turtle pizza, so.
Yeah.
Well, he kept
Shit,
failing
the-
to make
the-
turtle soup, so he
The
figured
fucking
turtle
J.
pizza.
Jonah Jameson ripoff in the show kept talking about turtle soup more than fucking Shredder did. There's an entire episode on it where he got the fucking, like, hot model girlfriend who was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm glad that you love this and you love that. And it's like, here's your turtle soup. Why would you be so mean to animals? And, like, fucking slams soup in his face and walks away. You don't remember that shit? Because I fucking remember that shit.
That's because you had to watch that shit recently, and so did I. They haven't gone back to see how stupid that show was.
I haven't even watched that old show in fucking forever. I had the damn VHS with that one.
Yeah.
And the one with the stupid fucking meatballs that turned into goddamn xenomorphs.
And you remember some shit like that, but this show is awful, and there's never been a reason to go back to it.
Yeah, I know.
Aside from nostalgia, nobody in this room has ever been like, dude, I can't wait to rewatch the Turtles. Like, that's it. And nostalgia is the only thing that puts this show back in.
From what I remember, with the later final seasons, I'd rather go back to the original stuff and just laugh at it than look at how weird and off the last seasons were. So that's
I don't
just
know,
me.
man.
So.
I like that Shredder because he actually blew up the Channel 6 building and caused terror and enslaved the city and caused a giant actually in where the Dimension X shit opened up and
wasn't a giant fucking baby.
And New York actually New York had to be evacuated, and it turned into like a big fight between the Shredder and the Turtles and the Foot Soldiers.
Later seasons, it wasn't really Shredder; it was this other.
That's
guy.
because Shredder started fighting with another force that came in during the invasion.
So Shredder was a competent villain?
Shredder was at war with another villain, and the Turtles got stuck fighting both of them during the last seasons. It was actually worth watching. The early stuff is so dumb.
I don't know. All I know is I'm just ready to next, because the more I stare at those onions, the more it looks like toenail clippings.
Like Terminator Irma. That's an episode. Irma's a Terminator because fucking stupid.
But I want to take over the world now.
Next.
Oh yes, Krang took over Shredder's body.
Dear God, what the fuck?
Somebody help Donnie. Help Donnie.
Shredder got a facelift, but I think he needs to go get a refund.
Yeah, like I said, that's Krang on top of Shredder.
Yeah.
Wait. Donnie's up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who are you? Oh, I know who you are.
That's Slash.
Yep. I knew it. I fucked up, but I fixed it.
Next.
Okay.
So there we go.
Huh. You guys ready?
Hold on. Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead and start us off.
3.5.
Okay.
If it's the same as the cartoon series, it's going to be about the same.
So that's where I sit too, but I'm still at my 2.5 because I just think these designs are. I don't care for them.
I'll give it a 2.
They're very childish, and they fall into an area that look.
0.25.
Because I'm not grading. That's just like, if I have to grade aesthetically Batman 66, it's going to get a very low, shitty grade, like a fucking 1. It's garbage. But if I'm going to grade the show, it might get a 5. Because it's very, very ingenious how they took something so serious and made a beautiful, hardcore satire out of the entire concept.
Why does he have eyebrows on his mask?
Because it's a satire. It's cheesy. It's campy, it's dumb. Everything they do in that series is built to be stupid, campy, cheesy, and dumb.
Yep.
And that's where its brilliance lies, because it survives the test of time because it was never serious to begin with.
Yeah.
So you never have to take it seriously. But if we're grading aesthetically, Batman would get a 1, and these Turtles, you have to be a fan to appreciate this.
Yep. So altogether, those guys are a 2.45. Moving on.
So far, they are the weakest link.
Now it's time to jump into the movies.
Yay!
Here we are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie. Hey, dude, this is no cartoon. I remember that tagline, by the way.
Hey, lean green and on the screen.
And this is one of the first things that we saw with the poster was just their heads peeking out.
Yep.
And you know what's funny is I thought we had to do the DVD review, so I went and I looked on YouTube like, fuck, is this here? They were like, oh, you can rent this movie for like $3. I was like, okay, cool. And the trailer kept playing while I was looking at other shit, because I've got that YouTube Premium, I guess they're calling it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally I was like, who the fuck is talking right now? And I flip back and I'm like, oh yeah, right, they didn't want to give away anything with the fucking Shredder, so it's just some random guy. You guys have all been brought here to take down these dumb animals.
It's not just him. That preview shows you just how important editing and effects really are.
Yep.
Because you also hear Mikey talk during that preview.
Oh, the end of the trailer where
and
it's like
sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
If I'd have seen that trailer today, I'd have been like, I'm not going to watch that.
You know this.
I love being a turtle.
You know this movie, you ruined it for me.
Why?
2 reasons, and you know why.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really don't.
I found the guy under the table.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome, isn't he?
I also saw the eyes inside Donnie's mouth.
Yes. Those are 2 wonderful moments in Turtles history.
Yes, they are.
Never noticed it until you pointed it out. The illusion was broken.
I know.
You broke the illusion, and now every time I see that movie, I'm like, where's the dude? There's the dude.
There's the dude.
Yep, there's the
Where's
dude.
the eyes?
He's the best
There's
ninja
the
in that
There's
movie.
the eyes.
It's kind of like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Random guy with baseball hat while they're fighting the fucking skeleton.
It's not random. He lives Stonehenge to power, and he sucks the dew off the leaves in the morning to survive. We know that guy.
Yeah.
And Whistle Sticks
Part of the
chick
ethos.
lives from fucking ocean to Stonehenge.
And can become an owl to ignore your questions.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Sorry, an owl. Figure it out your own self.
Owls can't talk.
And regardless, even with the fuck-ups, I could still watch this no
So
matter
then you
what.
could-
And it'll break the immersion for like the 3 seconds that it's on screen, but then I go right back because of the motherfuckers that made the movie.
Every time you say that,
What?
he sucks the dew off the leaves. I just picture some guy going,
He's got to get water.
Shane, that was not sucking the dew. That was licking the dew. That was lapping at it.
That was
dew. You go,
So thirsty.
that was suckling at the dude.
I don't live by the ocean, fucking bitch.
Next.
Jim Henson.
Oh my God. Mikey might be crazy.
I'm sorry, Donnie
I'm
scares
gonna
me.
kill all 3 of them in their sleep.
Donnie, he's scaring me.
Donnie's like, you ain't gonna kill nothing, you little bastard. You just wait till you sleep, you smart little bitch.
I think you got the personalities mixed up.
And Leo's like, you guys are boring. Nobody's gonna kill anything.
Yeah.
Fucking Mikey.
And Raph is like,
You're the first one going.
I can lead this team.
I was just about to be like, I'll be the leader now. What are you going to do? Beat me to death with nunchucks? Yes!
Because in this movie, they gave them back.
Yeah, for good reason.
Next.
That's better.
God.
Okay, except for Mikey. What the fuck is wrong with him?
I told you, he's crazy. You think that's a joke?
No.
It's only partially a joke.
The guy in the suit, it just doesn't look like the suit really fits.
He might be crazy, Shane.
You know, I've seen that movie so many times.
You know, they might have purposely made that suit too awkward on that guy
Oh,
to
look.
make Mikey seem
And look,
super
and look at
crazy.
Mikey. He's in front. He's testing out the waters of leadership.
That's right. Because tonight, when everybody's
He's gonna
asleep,
kill everybody.
he's going to get a promotion.
And Raph and Donnie, you will follow me.
Yes.
Or you're next.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a lot of experience staying up late.
You know, the top of Raph's head looks really fucking weird. It almost looks like a butt.
That's kind of true.
Fuck, he's Klingon.
There's always a butt. What are you talking about?
Next.
See, that's a lot
Fucking
better.
1980s April.
Yeah, it was the 80s, man. I knew, oh my God. Yeah, look at her.
I mean, look at her vest. If that
That's
doesn't
what that
scream 80s
fashion
to
is
you-
coming from.
Yes, but this movie came out in 1990.
And yet that's what that fashion, yeah, but they were still buzzing off the 80s.
Yeah.
And she's
this
old
was
enough,
like-
that's where she came from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I guess 1990, the 90s style hadn't started yet, to be fair.
Nope.
No.
Took about another year or two before that started
Yeah.
taking off. And even then, the early 90s, when it was still transitioning,
Look at Donnie. Donnie's like, let me
was
try
still
this
all
leadership
about
pose.
those bright-ass weird colors.
Let's everybody
You
try
know,
this.
if we play Spot the Leader in this, it could be tough.
Yeah.
They don't exactly
To be fair,
advertise
if
the way...
you know nothing about turtles, and I say spot the leader, like we all know to point at the man in blue.
Right.
But other people, they might be like, guy in
purple
purple?
guy?
Purple guy?
No.
If you're looking at the Sentai rules, you're
Yeah,
supposed
if
to
you're
have
looking at the Sentai
you're supposed to
rules.
have the biggest pose and stand in the front.
Yep.
You need to...
And if you're going by Sentai rules, it's usually the person wearing red who's currently fucking giving a stare down to some crazy bitch in a weird sweater.
Or in his
Like,
case,
that's
stare
the
up.
vest.
He's like, I told you not to wear that shit.
Bitch, I do what I want.
You know Mikey doesn't like that.
No,
Yeah.
no, Mikey doesn't care. Look, he looks sane.
No, he doesn't.
I'm just saying...
He just looks kind
Nope.
of bored.
There's thought behind those eyes. Dangerous thought.
Yep.
Look, that is a pose of a man
Oh,
contemplating.
Wait a minute. Mikey's sitting there going, hey, April, you remember that time when we were animated? I grabbed your boobie?
And that's why Raph is like,
I'ma do that
and that's
tonight,
why Raph
too.
is looking at her like,
That's
Mikey
right,
don't like that.
promoted.
Mikey don't like that vest.
Mikey don't like that vest, and he's like, it's too late, Raph. Don't even worry about it. It's too late. She made her choice.
I'm so sorry, my
She
leader.
made the decision.
I'm so
for
sorry.
It's alright, we'll find another banana coat wearing motherfucker.
Next,
Oh, there we go.
ultimate disguise.
Hey,
Yep.
you do realize that I can't tell that's a turtle. That's such a good disguise.
Some kind of punker.
Yeah.
Bold
Hey,
one
Shane.
with green makeup, wearing
Shane.
masks over his
Remember,
ugly
80s
face.
hasn't died yet.
Shane, I want to be the master of disguise. I'm going to be the master of the... Ow!
Next,
Bill did not like that.
Oh
reference.
my God.
face scar, buddy.
No,
Yep.
that movie was awful. But Raph really could pull off turtle.
Gee,
Next.
I wonder why.
Dude, by the way, I loved Master Splinter in these. He couldn't do anything because he was very obviously a puppet, but I loved him. His design was so
Look
good.
at that. Donnie, so disappointed.
You are my most failed son. How the hell am I the most failed? Look at Mikey. We do not speak of Mikey.
Mikey is greatest son!
Look, all I know is I see a better ninja than both of these guys.
Where?
In the corner.
You don't want to play a game of I Spy?
Where?
Behind Splinter.
Oh, shit!
You didn't catch that?
You notice?
What the shit?
That's
Hat guy.
actually
not wearing his hat.
that's just Splinter's voice actor.
You did
so
say that he was a puppet.
Best ninja in the movie.
Yeah.
No. What's actually going on is that guy is there in canon for one reason. He's making sure Splinter's robe does not drag across the ground.
Look at Donnie.
Because Mikey hates that.
Look at Donnie.
Best ninja ever.
Look at Donnie. Master Splinter. Somebody's behind you.
Splinter. I don't know if you know this, but no, do not mention him.
It makes Mikey mad.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's not do that.
Who's in the corner? Bottom corner. What turtle's that? Is it either Raph or Mikey? I can't tell because of the lighting. I can't tell which color.
I'm going to say Mikey.
Master Splinter. Is that a man behind you?
No, there's no man here.
Did somebody say man? Where? No, Mikey. It is okay.
No.
Go get the pizza.
I swear I caught him under the table a couple days ago. I'm gonna skin him. No, that man is not here anymore.
Nunchucks don't
Frankie,
skin Mikey.
you must have run real fast.
I'll make him.
Next.
Frankie, when I tell you, you must run real fast out of the building.
Look at this.
That's him watching everything that's going down. Because Leo's smart enough to know, I'm just going to let this play out.
yeah, because Splinter is just explaining the origin of the turtles. So
And then he's like, I love this story. Don't you love it, Mikey? I love this story. Please don't hurt me, leader.
No. Mikey's taking a nap because that's their bedtime story.
Nope, that's Leo is watching this go down right now.
Yep.
And he's not dumb enough to get involved with it.
Yep.
The smartest one is Raph. He ain't even there.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
Raph saw that guy and was like, I gotta
go to the movies.
I gotta go to the movies.
No, he's out in his trench coat.
Why?
At the
You
movies.
gotta go to the movies. Yeah, I gotta go to the movies. Critters is out. I gotta go.
I don't even like that movie, but I'm not gonna be here if that guy's here.
Where
Makes
do they
Mikey
come up with
uncomfortable.
this stuff?
I ain't gonna be here. That guy's here.
Mikey, may I go please see a movie? Wear your trench coat and hat.
Next. Fuck, look how pissed Donnie looks.
He's mad at Mikey. That's not good.
Well, yeah.
Mikey, how many times do I have to keep telling you, stop moving my tools?
Well,
Look
right
at
now-
Leo. Look at Leo. He's like, Mikey, calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down, Mikey.
He doesn't,
Raph
he
is
doesn't
like,
know.
are you fucking stupid?
Don't yell at Mikey. Skin us with nunchucks in our sleep.
And April finds that funny.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's funny. You guys are such skinny people with
Hey,
And they're like, this ain't a joke, bitch. You better fall in line.
Technically, she did. Look what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got rid of that stupid vest real quick.
Now I need to rewatch this movie.
We need to rewatch this movie and do fucking MS3TK
Oh my
on
God.
this shit.
It's fun when
MS
Mikey's
T3K,
evil.
that
Now
bad.
it'll be a really interesting watch through the
Right?
movie. I was worried we wouldn't come up with
No,
any
Maniac
jokes.
Mikey. Maniac Mikey.
Next.
Maniac Mikey.
No, look who's in the front. Did you change that shirt? Because we're going to stay here tonight.
Look at Donnie. Donnie is so scared.
Donnie's
Donnie's
terrified.
scared. Fucking Raph is like holding his head like, I just got bonked.
Yep.
Well, look at his
And
eyes.
Leo's sitting there side-eyeing Mikey just like,
He's like, don't do it,
don't
bro.
do it. Don't do it. We're already in enough trouble. Don't do
They
it.
knock on the door. She opens it, and Mikey's like, we're staying here tonight. And that's all there is to it.
That's all there's to it.
Staying here tonight. Order
Well-
pizza.
Well, my
Better
apartment's
get
not
6.
big enough for 4 big turtles.
Your bed's big enough for us.
Looks like you're sleeping on top of the sink.
Don't worry. I brought rope.
Next. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh.
Look at Splinter's like, you fucked up. You kidnapped me. Mikey's coming. Mikey's gonna kick your ass.
See, you went a completely different direction with that joke than I was. I was about to say, Splinter just happens to walk in and he says, you fucked up with Mikey, didn't you? It's, oh, I knew I shouldn't have told him he was a fat.
Can I stay here?
Can I crash on your wall? I think if I get let down from here, all of my bowels will release.
And of course you say that. Now all I can think of is the fucking crow scene now. God damn it.
Oh, that one was
Oh,
good.
God.
Next. Oh, yes! Yes! Bitch, I eat people!
See, the really terrifying thing is,
Oh, fuck.
Donatello is more insane than Mikey, but he holds
But he's
it
smart
in
enough,
better.
to keep that a secret.
Because that motherfucker is a goddamn xenomorph.
Oh, shit.
Look, that's you guys talking about fucking eyeballs. I see a goddamn second mouth in there.
Yes, that's the guy inside there. Dude, that is one of the craziest scenes in the whole fucking movie. The first time you ever see that, it's over. You're going to notice it forever.
That's a point in time where you're walking down the road and Donnie's walking with you and he's like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry. It's like, all right, man, we can go get some pizza. Oh, hell no. Pow! Right in the face. Dead.
Next.
No more you.
Okay,
Why is Donnie wearing the fucking farmer's hat?
Mikey
Because
said
that's
so.
when they're out of the city.
I know, but still.
That's
Just
why.
to this day, why?
No, Donnie
Because
took
Donnie
the
lost
whole-
first. That's the punishment. So says Mikey.
That's the dunce
Okay,
cap.
that's legit.
Yeah, that's the dunce hat.
By the way,
Now help me
No-
take down the leader.
by
It's
the
my
way, notice
turn.
something. Mikey does not have nunchucks taken out. He's like, I don't need to. You know who the leader is. No, kick that wannabe leader's ass.
And then bow down to my feet. And then kiss him.
Leo's all blindfolded, like, oh my god, please don't hit me, Mikey. Please
I
don't
do
hit me.
remember this in the movie, though, when they
Their little
showcased.
training montage.
They give almost every scene that was supposed to be for Leo to Raphael. I don't know why. I really don't. Like, half of what Raphael does in the comic books was done by Leo.
So Leo found April first?
Leo is the one that goes out into the Christmas night. He's the one that fights the foot soldiers on the roof. He's the one that survives the construction yard. That was his book. Mm-hmm. And then they gave it to Raph.
That scene in the movie where Raph is in the bathtub, it's supposed to be Leo.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Leo. Leo is the one that was damaged.
Which is actually, that's what happened in the Nickelodeon cartoon show, right?
Yes. Yeah, Leo is the one that's supposed to climb back from defeat and become even better than he is and lead the Turtles again.
Yep. At this time, dude, Raph was the most popular turtle.
Because people like characters like Vegeta. Yep. It's always been that. People are like,
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
I
know exactly who I like. I'm not afraid. Vegeta was my favorite character.
I know he is.
Hiei's my favorite character.
I know he is.
Raph is my favorite character.
I know he is. You can count it. You can count out exactly who your favorite character is in every anime because they're all the same cliche.
Yes, that's just what I'm into.
I know. Everybody is for some reason. Drives me crazy.
Now you say that with Nick doing what he's doing. Now it's, hey, Raph.
God damn it, Donnie!
But I need my bow staff. Please bring me the bow staff.
You're going to wear that hat first.
Fair enough.
Next.
Bitch, I don't need Mikey breathing down my neck.
What'd you say,
Question.
bitch?
Do you like penicillin on your pizza?
Yes.
He says yes.
It is not only the most healthy food of the foods, it will now also cure anything else that ails me.
Got another funny scene. Donnie comes in with the pizza. Mikey, look at it. Is it to your standards? And he's like,
no, he's saluting.
Good job, Donnie.
No. I know that's what's actually going on in this scene, but no. If you saluted like that in the military, they'd probably punch you in your face.
You know what I find funny about this stuff?
This is not a salute.
I guess I might bring this up during the movie too, but it's like all the Domino's pizza placement and the actual movie was brought up at Pizza Hut.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
But in the actual movie, everything is advertised Domino's.
You want to know why?
Yep.
You want to know why they moved to Pizza Hut?
Because
pizza.
Domino's back then was awful.
Yes,
yeah.
it's garbage.
It's gotten a lot better over the years. This was bad.
Yes, it was disgusting fucking pizza. Pizza Hut back in the 90s was good.
Oh, no. Yes, I think Pizza Hut's kind of they've declined quite a bit. But Domino's has actually gotten a lot better.
Domino's has gotten better while Pizza Hut has. So they switched spots.
Yes. Next.
Not completely.
Look at oh my God, there's crazy ass Mikey.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Mikey is fucking crazy.
Back of fucking Raph's head. He's like, I could make that into a great fucking mantelpiece.
Fucking right there, Raph is like,
please don't
fuck, dude.
Fuck me. Please
that
don't
guy's really
me.
tough, and he's like, and you're gonna fight him next.
He's like, fuck.
Okay, listen, Mikey. I hate to admit this, I really do, because I feel like I'm the better fighter. But reality is, Leo is a better fighter than me. He just got his ass kicked. What am I going to get out there and try? And look at
I ain't going out there.
I ain't going.
And look, and Donnie's about to shit himself because I was like, if Raph fails, I'm next. If Raph fails, I'm next. If Raph fails, I'm next.
Come on, Raph.
Dude, I have never noticed that Michelangelo looks like he might be fucking crazy in every scene.
And Shredder's like, I'll take 3 out of 4 of you. I ain't fucking with that guy.
He's like,
You noticed how when Splinter defeats the Shredder, what weapon's he using? What weapon did he use to defeat him? Nunchucks. Mikey's weapon. Splinter had to ask permission to use those nunchucks.
I give it the weapon that is most difficult to kill with to the craziest son of bitch, so we survive little longer. Master strategist.
Master Splinter, I learned how to skin somebody with nunchucks.
Shit.
What the have I done?
Have I done? Should have given you
wait.
spike with string.
Hold on a second. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Hello, Shredder. Can I crash on your wall again?
By the way, speaking of this,
was it Mikey?
To our audience,
to
our audience that's listening to this, we promise we are not racist. Well, I know we're doing that racist fucking Asian voices.
He sounds like that in the fucking movie.
He sounds like that in the movie.
Yes. But this is the 90s!
And it was quite racist if you look back at it.
Yes, but now people bitch!
Look,
Well, no, Shane.
Here's
the
given
thing.
the fact that the entire movie was made by fucking Golden Harvest, who did all the Bruce Lee movies.
That's true, too.
Like, even still, even with the blessing of an Asian company, it is still technically racist.
And
It is.
the thing is, we can't be racist for one reason. We're prejudiced against everyone equally.
I don't hate Mikey.
Except for Mikey.
Yeah,
Mikey gets a pass.
Oh, fuck. What happens if this Mikey meets up with the Red Ranger from the fucking Jungle Force?
They're a
Force.
team.
Yeah.
They're a team.
Mikey's my favorite turtle, and I love Wild Force. Please don't hurt me.
Wait.
You don't stab me. You don't
hold on.
skin me.
Hold on. Here's the question, though. Which of those two is the leader of that team?
Mikey, look at his face.
Neither. Segata.
Yeah.
He will fucking throw you and
He
you
will judo
explode.
throw you, and you will explode twice.
He is leader. No matter what.
Listen, to be fair, if I had to choose a leader, I'm going to pick Mikey. I'm going to tell you why. Getting impaled with a sword, that hurts. Really hurts. Getting skinned by nunchucks, how long is it going to take? That's incredibly painful.
Next.
Especially because those are rounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now look, everybody loves Splinter. Mikey is not interested. There's something going on down there.
No, not everybody, because look,
Mikey's got one
Raph
hand.
is hugging Splinter.
And Leo's trying to keep Mikey from going down there.
You know why, right? He looked...
Because Mikey just noticed Casey kissing April.
No, not only that. Look at Splinter. Mikey, I think I may have dropped your nunchucks. Oh, you dick. Oh, you dick.
No shit.
You better get your rat ass down there and get him.
Get my nunchucks. I skin you.
Or else you're going in with the fucking shredder.
Get to it, boy.
I'll skin you after I get done skinning
By the way-
Casey motherfucker
By
who's
the way-
fucking on my woman.
Is he... He's allowed to touch you without rope?
He's allowed to touch her without rope.
I've been doing it wrong.
I'm gonna touch his neck with this here rope.
Touch his neck with this here rope. We just made the Turtles movie like 10 times better.
Shit.
No, to me, it just
Turtles
ruined
movie
it, so.
100
awesome.
times better.
Next.
I want to watch our turtle movie.
That was about ridiculous. Oh, fuck. But to be fair,
4 or 5.
I don't think these costumes have ever been topped. Ever. I'm on a straight 5 easily, no contest. These costumes have never been
5.
topped.
I give it a 5.
You know what? No, I don't want to be the hater. Give me a 5. Mikey will hurt me.
Yeah, give it a 5, or Mikey will skin you with nunchucks.
Best movie ever. Mikey, best turtle.
Now we're not talking movie yet.
Then Shane, you're
10
gonna
out
get
of 5.
Shane, you're gonna get skinned. 6.
Somebody's
Then
brown.
you're using your 6?
On that movie, fuck yes, I love that
Dude,
movie.
those
And
co-
those costumes are fucking awesome.
I don't think those costumes have been beat. I really don't.
So
Even-
that's
even-
a 5.2.
So wait,
Even the Shredder was good.
trying to think.
He looked great.
You used
Yeah.
your 6. which
Somehow-
means now you can't use another 6.
Somehow
unless
the
we're not
purple-
talking about
Somehow when he
costumes,
wears
right?
that purple
Right.
jumpsuit,
Okay.
but with all the spikes,
Because I'm still
it
confused
works.
by those.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the way 6s work is
The
unless
helmet-
We're never coming back to it
the
again.
helmet
you can
looked
use
great.
it, but you can only use it like per thing. So
And
when it
you
comes
got-
down to
and-
suits, best suit. When it
and
comes down to Zords,
not
best
the
Zord,
second
shit
movie
like that.
Shredder, but that's the Shredder that we're supposed to see. He was
Kaiju's
mean.
its own thing
Yeah.
too, though.
Mean. He didn't come out of a fucking
Bill
tent to
Nuke
be
is
like,
Kaiju
they're
King Kong.
babies.
Yeah. Well, they'd replaced him by then. The second movie's not the same Shredder.
Right.
So,
So we
5.2.
so warning with these turtles, there's two sets. There's promotional, and there's the ones that you saw
All right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
for the. Yeah, there was a different set for promotional images, and
For what? What we're about to look at just
Yeah.
now? Okay, that's why you had me confused.
Yeah.
We are now coming out of our shells.
Fireworks.
Something tells me to go back.
No.
No!
Promotional outfits.
they bet their real outfits better be better.
Oh, no. Nope, you gotta see it.
Sit your ass down, boy. Mikey will skin you with nunchucks.
Raph looks great.
We're dropping his mic now.
This Mikey, I do not fear. This is a joke.
Dude.
He was skinny with a star on his face, though.
Man, these were
Less
fucking
painful than the
amazing.
nunchucks.
Okay,
Still trying to figure out how he does it.
next.
Don't ask questions.
Jesus.
I actually can't tell them apart.
Yeah.
The color,
Right.
because of the lighting, I can't tell
Yeah.
which is orange and which is red.
Technically, when they're talking, it's the same thing, too.
I don't know who is. I don't know which one is Raph and which one is fucking Mikey.
You can't. Bill, go back one photo.
That's Raph.
That's Raph.
That's Mikey.
Yeah.
Did Mikey have the star on his eye?
Yep.
Okay.
And the weird
He also
bullet
switched eye.
belt.
Yeah.
He switched the eye.
He's also got bullet belt.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Next.
That's Rockstar fashion.
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, Splinter was awful.
The plus side Splinter stayed the same, so...
Is he an Ewok?
Don't say that, Shane. I might actually give it an okay score.
Goddamn mutant hamster.
Splinter, what happened to you? They changed my animal. I used to be honorable rat, and now I am a hamster.
Now I fucking Hamtaro.
Next.
Uh-oh, here
my
it is. Here's the
Lord.
ones that they
Okay,
wore.
so this gets a 0.1 set. Actually, no. Correction. This gets a 0.01. It is almost a full 0. I just can't.
Now he's
do it.
crazy.
Now Don is crazy.
Don's crazy, and fucking Leo's
Okay.
eyeballs are coming out. His head.
They took the star off the eye.
Yeah.
Now he's wearing two bullet belt of the thing, but he's got.
They all are.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're all basically wearing the same fucking costume. The only thing that's different is the coloring.
Yep.
And only barely because of the lighting.
Because
And
of the lighting?
symbols on their knee pads.
Because of the lighting, okay, he has stars, so I'm gonna think I think this is Mikey. That might be Raph. I don't know. They're the only two I can't tell apart.
I have not seen this live.
That's good.
What?
I didn't see it live. I never got to.
You didn't see the video?
Yeah, but I never got to see it.
Oh, okay.
Did you see it live?
Well, the video was supposed to be the live performance, so...
These guys actually were traveling around,
Yeah.
and I saw a lot of things. Like, I saw Rangers on Ice and things like that when I was growing up. I never saw this.
No, we were.
That sounds weird,
We were
Rangers
dealing
on
with
ice.
we're dealing with turtles, and I haven't done it yet. But you can go ahead and put it on the list.
Okay.
You too, huh?
He said nonchalantly put it on the list.
This is atrocious. And yet,
There's still more, isn't there?
I actually believe this is not the worst we will see.
Oh, that's true.
It's okay.
Oh, look, future list.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
worry, Bill. There's a reason why I gave it a 0.01. Because I know there's something that's going to be worse than this.
I'll give it a 0.5. I think these are awful. These I'm sorry you had to see this. Anybody that doesn't know
Well,
about
we're-
this.
I don't think we're done with the images, so...
I don't think we are either, but next. Oh, yeah, because that made it better.
Oh,
Look,
God.
this is burned into your nightmares now. So
Welcome
enjoy
to
that.
Nightmare Fuel.
Shit, I'd be happy to see Freddy Krueger.
Freddie, please take me away from the bad turtles.
Freddy, please kill me. Oh, no, shit, bitch. This is a lot more fun.
I shall not go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's scary turtles there.
There's scary fucking turtles there.
I've been to LA one time and didn't see none. I got lucky.
You didn't
Got
go
lucky.
to the dark alleyways.
I was also 9.
They also wear sneakers.
Yeah.
It's-
Nike? Nike maybe?
No,
dude,
Mikey.
I don't know.
Mikey.
They wear Mikey sneakers.
Yeah.
We're wearing Mikeys.
Mikey.
We
Don't you
skinned,
mean
we skinned the
Nikes?
original
No.
Mikey.
Next.
Mikey skinned a lot of things with his nunchucks, so we made shoes.
Raph is checking out Leo's ass for some reason, and Mike's checking out Raph's ass, and Don's like, "Hey, people!"
Don's like, You thought Mikey was the crazy one. It's me now. I'm gonna butt rape my brothers.
Dude, all of this is bad. Next.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Shredder, by the way.
What?
Enjoy that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hamster Splinter.
God damn it. Stupid Hamtaro Splinter.
Now, believe it or not, the music was not bad.
Yeah, the music was nice.
It's fine. I mean, if you're not looking for, like, you could tell that it was made for what it was made for.
When did this come out?
In the 90s?
It was right after the movie.
So before Turtles 2.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe it was before
Sure.
Turtles 2. This,
They didn't sing the iconic ninja rap then.
no, they did not. A lot of this music thing that was happening right here, the songs are definitely written with the same type of quality that you would see from songs that are written for shows, and they're fine. They're not actually bad music. Passable. This is
Yeah.
not
I would listen to this without visual.
good.
It was a tour that occurred in 1990, starting on August the 17th.
Yeah, that's before the Secret of the Ooze.
Next.
Yep, we're done.
Yep.
Thank God.
Bill, you didn't give your score.
Oh no! Open up that
Bill
first
did?
photo again, real quick.
Bill gave his score. He gave it a .5.
Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Shane, where's Donatello?
He's the one with the. He's the one behind Raph.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's Mikey?
The one with the star.
You sure?
Yes.
Which one's Raph then?
The one up front.
With the
You sure?
saxophone.
Yes.
Okay. Because based off the color, I've got red, blue, and kind of red.
No, you got red, pink,
Yeah, true.
blue,
Yeah.
and red.
Yeah,
Lightish
true.
red.
Yeah, lightish red.
Actually, it's more
Yeah.
like a purple color.
There's a name for that. It's called pink.
A lightish red. Guess what? They already have a color for lightish red. You know what it's called? Pink.
Right.
I mean, I can see the purple, but it's more of a pink.
Anyway, where's your 0?
I'm not giving it a 0.
Oh, you dropping your nuke? It's a -5?
No, I'm saving the nuke. I'm saving the nuke.
He's seen the photos. He knows.
Yeah,
what's
he
coming.
knows.
He knows what's coming.
Oh, I know where I'm dropping my nuke.
He knows.
I'm giving it a 1.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm sorry they had to see this.
Merry Christmas. They are a 0.302, so technically a 0.3.
Bitch, you give it that 02 added back in there. I didn't put a .01 for nothing.
Now we're going to move on to the next movie, Secret of the Ooze time.
Back by Bodacious the Man.
God damn it, 90s.
Yep.
I don't remember anybody in the 90s that said bodacious. I really don't. Aside from people that liked the Turtles, but the Turtles were still in the 80s.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
They were in the 80s until the 2000 Turtles.
It's
Bodacious.
because the 90s
Ostentatious.
Maybe those in California's area, but
I don't know.
And next. I'm sorry, after that last shit, I'm ready to be done with all this now.
The fuck is up with Donnie?
The costumes
Were
are not the same.
redesigned.
They were redesigned, and these would be, I think, if I remember right, these would be the very last costumes designed by Jim Henson.
Yeah, the Jim Henson company.
And he died.
I think Jim Henson died in, 91?
He died.
I think
yeah.
he died just prior to this,
Yeah.
which is why they
Yes.
had a little message before the movie started.
But I remember them giving credit to him for these costumes. So there's a chance that maybe he didn't get to finish or tweak as the movie was going, and that's the reason they don't look as good, but they still hold a seal of quality over what we will see later when he is no longer with us.
They are kind of upgrades to the original movie. So.
They're definitely new costumes, though, because you can see it. Their faces, the animatronic heads are different. The legs are different. Like, they didn't have as many skin marks. Those are not the same shells because there's no battle damage on them.
Right.
The turtles that we got in the first movie, they're damaged, they're tested, they're warriors. These guys, They don't even use their fucking weapons, so they have no battle damage on them.
Except for goofy moments.
They don't have scars. Every turtle had scars. In the original movie, there were arm scars, hand scars, there was scars across their faces, their
shells
necks.
had scars.
Nothing on these guys.
Yep.
They're untouched.
The pizza boy is terrified of Mikey.
Yeah.
Should
be.
You would be too.
Should be.
That
He should
motherfucker
be.
skins people with a nunchuck.
Although, don't get me wrong, they made this a lot more family friendly, so they toned everybody down.
Yes.
So he's not Crazy Mikey hanging out with fucking Crazy Casey.
Next.
You sure?
Yeah, you sure?
Okay, he's not as Crazy Mikey.
That's crazy. What is going on with the neck on fucking Leo, dude?
Yeah, you notice that too?
Fucking giraffe-looking motherfucker.
He's
Oh wait,
long
wait,
neck.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. I know
Long
what
neck
happened.
Leo. Long neck. Yeah.
So Leo's like, yeah, man, we're having a good time, having a good food with our friend and stuff. And Raph's like, oh yeah, uh-oh. And Donnie's like, guys, please tell me somebody gave Mikey his meds. Bitch, I ain't had my meds in a couple days.
Fuck. Mikey's leaning over like, you're going to tuck your neck back in or I'm going to hit you in the throat. I'm sorry. Next.
So what's wrong with Mikey? We don't talk about it.
What's wrong with Mikey? Bitch crazy.
I'm going to make this face so he doesn't realize you're talking about him and you're going to shut up.
Just drink your fucking coffee.
Just drink your fucking coffee. They replaced the April.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my guess is that she read the script and said, no.
Fuck no.
Possibly.
Because it was no longer an adult feature. Very much the Ninja Turtles, while it was definitely, they were trying to bring kids in because they knew that was their market, it was not a children's show.
Which is probably also why we have Kino, because Casey didn't come back either.
Yep.
So
Hey, he's
part-
basically
Every part of the first movie, preview-wise, was built to bring in kids. Hey, dudes, this is no cartoon. Lean, green, and on the screen. Was not for comic book fans. The previews were to draw in children.
Yep.
The movie was built for comic fans and adults.
Yep.
This one is not. This one is built for kids.
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing, but it does change the entire attitude and look of the film overnight. This film is brighter. They're always more inside and brighter atmosphere. The Turtles have smiley features. They were given like the body marks and whatnot to kind of make them stand out and seem a little more friendly.
and different.
Yep. And April did not come back, so they replaced her with somebody that pretty much had nothing to do the whole fucking movie.
Yep.
Like she's very much a toss-away character.
Although
She goes and talks to a TGRI guy and then sits at home the whole fucking movie.
Although they did show her in the channel whatever place at one point, so
Yeah, that's what I mean. She does nothing. You could write her out of this film, and it would make no difference at all. None.
Look on the table. Mm-hmm. I think I know why Donnie's smiling. He's like, hey, is that vodka? Yeah. Just put some in my coffee.
I'm going to need that. Next.
Why?
Well,
Mikey?
if it was whiskey, that would make it an Irish coffee, but
Well, unfortunately, that
I
was
guess he's
clear.
having Russian
yeah,
coffee.
Splinter kind of stayed the same.
I think they reused the puppet. I don't think he changes at all. They reused the puppet. But he was so tattered and beaten that he actually moves even less than the first film.
Yep.
Because puppet work, the more you use them, they tear up and they scar and everything because you got to move their arms around and their fingers, and sooner or later,
They start
It's
falling
because the
apart.
bitch is about
That's
to
it.
take the last piece of pizza. Don't be mad at me, Shane.
next.
Were you and Donnie talking about me?
Nope.
What about pizza?
Yeah, I got my last piece of pizza. Y'all get to live a little longer.
Pizza's okay.
Yeah, even their eyes were changed. Like these are a lot thicker, and their eyes are a little. Their eyes are definitely bigger. Their beaks are a little less defined. They're kind of flatter, where they had kind of that. There's a little rougher on the face in the other ones.
Who's the leader?
The guy pointing
The
at
guy
the
with
pizza,
the pizza.
saying, "Bitch, give me more. I need more."
I hope you
Bitch,
bought
when we
more
get
than
back,
just-
you best have more.
Look at Raph. He's like, I'm hungry. Bitch, you eat when I say you eat.
Next.
Story time, sons.
I kind of wish you could see what these are. Like if they went through the trouble of giving Splinter books that kind of match a character idea, or if this are just, just books.
Preparing to zoom in.
No, that's impossible.
Now spot the leader.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Look, she's going to sit there, she's going to go talk to TGRI, and then she's going to sit in this house, and that's the end of it. That's all she does.
She's going to go film a news story.
Yeah. She was pointless in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess
their
she's gonna go
bandanas.
visit them in the
Are the
sewers
bandanas
once.
a little longer than they
They're
were
a
at
lot
first?
longer.
So I wasn't just imagining that. I was curious if I was imagining that.
What?
Well, see, Bill, it had been a couple years since the first movie.
The bandanas?
So instead of
Yeah.
aging
Yeah, they're
the
long.
turtles,
Girder than the
bandanas
first.
got
Oh, yeah.
longer.
Next.
Yeah, those things are long as shit.
Dude, they're looking at porn.
Not Mikey.
Click subscribe.
Mikey's looking at something else. They could all be looking at whatever they want. Mikey's seeing what he wants to see.
Yeah, he's seeing what he wants to see.
Guys, I need you to get in the refrigerator. The dragon's back. I need my ice cream.
Ice
Next.
cream pizza.
A little too rav.
That lighting makes it look like it's Mikey because it's orange.
It really does.
It's
I was about
They
to
need
say,
to tie up Mikey.
Yes,
I
they
was about
need
say,
to tie up
who
Mikey.
the fuck was crazy enough to tie up
When
Mikey?
Mikey's like, rope?
Look at this guy back here. What the fuck is he
He's
doing?
like, that's
Because
the
he's-
ride.
He's staring
You
at
tear
Mikey.
that
He's
off.
off screen.
He's like, oh,
Oh,
Mikey.
you mean the foot soldiers that attack one at a time?
Yes.
Well, to be fair, as much as that's a cliche, if you understand fighting, if 7 guys attacked you all at once, they would hit each other.
Yep.
It's impractical for, like, if 40 guys are going to kick your ass, but they're going to kick your ass 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 1 at a time. If 20 guys ransacked your ass, they just pile on each other and kill each other more so than they'd even kill you.
Get him!
While you have a
Yes,
chance.
but all it takes is one lucky guy to kill me.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm
even
saying.
so, you can
And-
still Bugs Bunny your ass out of the dog pile.
True.
That's the reason when you see these type of things, it seems ridiculous that everybody waits their turn, but like 20 guys dogpile on one dude, they'll kill that one dude maybe, but they're not exactly doing favors. They're not doing favors to the 5, 6, 7, 8 guys below them either.
Yeah.
Look at Raph's eyes, and Donnie's like, "You disappointed Mikey. You're supposed to be better at fighting. How'd you get captured?"
Yeah, well, again, the foot soldiers aren't even looking at them. They're looking off screen.
It's true, they really
Where
are.
We're
Mikey
looking at
is.
Mikey.
Like,
Because Mikey's sitting there spinning his nunchuck going, I'm going to skin me some foot soldiers, make some more tennis shoes.
We need more tennis shoes for our concerts.
We ran out of Mikeys at the company. Next. What is going on? Like, I never noticed it before. Mikey is creepy.
Has he got fucking donuts?
yes,
Yes.
They
That was
give
a
him the
legitimate.
Togar and Razor.
Yeah,
The
that's a
traditional
legitimate.
pre-fight donuts.
Yes, it's a traditional pre-fried donut. But to partake in the eating of them before we can do ninja
combat.
fights.
Since ancient Japan, that has always been customary.
Exactly. That's exactly what we told Toka and Razar.
Which is the reason why that fucking Donatello's freaking the fuck out right now.
And you also have to wonder how dumb the turtles are when they thought that would work. And these 2 babies, which are very obviously baby mutants, figure it out after just 1 cube, and they're like, I'm going to beat that ass for what I just found. You know that, right? Because I am going to beat that ass.
And Mikey's like, "Oh, bring it on, bitch!"
Mikey might be in trouble this time. Toka and Razar were scary strong.
Fucking Mikey gets thrown. He's like, "Oh, bitch, I'm coming back."
When I get back up after this terrible accident, I'ma skin you.
Next.
After I skinned my brothers for letting you dumb
And of course they
motherfuckers
give
touch
the
me.
box to Mikey to give to these 2. They're like, we ain't doing this shit.
Who's the craziest asshole out of Hey,
I'm
Mikey!
sorry, Mikey. You wanted to be leader.
Mikey's like, I'll feed him poison. Give me the fucking box.
I'm the leader anyway.
Fucking dude, and they're so goddamn big too. This is one of those things that has haunted fans for years, though.
From this angle, it looks like Razor has a mustache.
They give here's Toga and Razar, and there's always been a problem here.
No, Future Scott, not that one.
When we were growing up, we wanted this to be Bebop and Rocksteady.
Everybody did.
Yep.
Everybody did. This has haunted fans for years that these two made it in here. And then they create this, and this could have been Slash if you were going to go that direction.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's a wolf, and that's a snapping turtle.
That's what I mean.
You're telling me that
he could have been Slash.
You're telling me that you couldn't have got a... I mean, okay.
It was obvious we were moving towards the cartoon show for this.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
we
later
were trying
on, they did put them in the cartoon.
That's what I mean. So, like, why didn't they just... Why wasn't the whole premise of the movie, as ridiculous as this is, why didn't Shredder, like, wake up in, like, a weird laboratory with Krang, who is like, I restored your life, you're going to help me do something. And he's like, Shredder bows to nobody, and he's like, you bow to me now, because he could have put something in his brain or something like that, and he's like, I need your resources, and this is what I need done. And they could have went through the movie at that point. They could have put Bebop and Rocksteady in the movie, the Foot Soldiers. There's a reason to bring them back, and they could have attacked the Turtles instead of this weird, like, this movie's...
I was going to say, you just explained the last Michael Bay movie.
This movie's bad. It really is. I mean, when we get to it, we get to talk about the movie. I'm serious. There's a bit of a guilty pleasure because I grew up with it and I can watch it and I can enjoy it. But I'm not oblivious to the fact that this movie is honestly a bad movie.
It's just a fun movie.
Next.
Oh, the ninja rap is bored.
Oh, by the way, this image right here. I realized they were at the club. I realized they danced on stage and everything, but that's not the image that was captured. This image was expressly lined up and posed for.
Who's in the middle?
The Turtles went out of their way to pose for that image.
Mikey wanted a picture.
Yes.
That's why he's in the middle.
Boys!
That's why Raph is sitting there giving the peace sign like you have 2 seconds. Take it and go.
Someone has some spraining to do.
Leo, Raph, Donnie, in my room. Mikey, go eat pizza.
Next.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, the costumes are still very passable to me. I do not see an issue with these costumes, honestly.
4.
Okay, yeah, I'm at a 4.
I'll do a 4 also.
Yeah, I think I can stick with 4. I think this is still great work.
Hey, look, another 4.
I think that it's very well done.
It's tied for second, I think.
Now wait, did everybody give a 4 to the movie? Yeah. No, I gave a 5.
Everybody gave a 5. Okay. Amy gave a 6.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was going to say this is definitely worse than that.
I mean,
4. I
it's
think
a
they're still
downgrade,
good.
but it's not a big enough downgrade.
Oh, it's easily passable. Easily something that they could have brought back in a movie today, and I would have suspended my disbelief to have fun.
Right.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to do the next one.
Yes, you do.
Is this Turtles 3?
It's time for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
3.
Turtles in Time.
No, 3.
3.
Not Turtles in Time.
They
3.
changed it
that
later.
tag was added later on.
Yeah.
They added it.
It's like how George Lucas added stuff to his movies.
Yes. It's a lot like that. This is not the extended edition of awfulness.
You know, I've got this weird feeling. I have to go pee really bad.
Oh, sorry, man.
Sorry, Nick already took over the bathroom.
Nick just took the bathroom.
And he
Looks
has
like
to
you.
shit.
So thirsty.
Oh, nope.
Yep, sorry.
I'll pause the video. We'll wait. Let me pause the recording right here for you. You ready?
Hold on. Let me. Ow, damn it. Okay.
You have to come back for a score. You can't miss all this. Next.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Maybe you should pause it then.
Yeah, it's true. I really should. We'll be right back after no messages. So, in fact, now that we're looking at our timestamp, we really will be back. We're at like an hour and 40 minutes already.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at like an hour and 50-minute video. And, of course, we do these by we try not to exceed 2 hours on the YouTube. If it's something,
Try not to.
yeah, we try not to. It's happened from time to time, but from here, we really are going to cut this because there's still a lot of Turtles to talk about. So we will start the next episode on Terabad. Hey guys, did you like that podcast? If so, remember to check out fandomnight.com. At fandomnight.com, you can drop a line to this show, or you could check out other podcasts as well. We cover all kinds of topics, everything from comic books, wrestling, movies, TV shows, video games, animes, mangas. It's outrageous. We seem to have a podcast for just about everything, and you have access to it just by going over to fandomnight.com. So check it out, guys. We're going to get out of here.